Hi everyone, so today I'll be teaching you guys how to make this cute little adorable Sully charm. It was created by underscore rainbow loom underscore 22. And if you guys forget, I'll just have it right here. Her username will be right here. And she's over on Instagram, by the way. So yeah. And she's the same person who created the little sheep charm, and a tutorial for that's on my channel, and the link for that will be down below in the description box. So yeah, so if you guys are already in love with this little Sully charm, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my channel down below. And yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so today you're gonna need one loom, and I'll be using the rainbow loom. You're going to need one hook, and I'll be using the rainbow loom metal tipped hook, and you're going to need the colors of blue and purple. And this is the glow in the dark blue and glow in the dark purple, and you're going to need some 6 white bands and 2 black bands. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all, take 2 blue bands, and you're going to place it vertically on these 2 pegs, like that. Take 2 more blue bands, and place them diagonally on these 2 pegs, like that. Take double blue again, and place it diagonally on these 2 pegs again. So for this whole project, we're going to be using double bands unless I say otherwise. So yeah. Okay, so now take double blue again and place it vertically on these 2 pegs, like that. Now you're going to take double purple, place it vertically on these 2 pegs. You're going to take double blue, place it vertically on these 2 center pegs, like that. Okay, so now you're going to take double blue bands and place it vertically on these 2 pegs, like that. Now you're going to take double blue bands again and place it vertically on these 2 pegs, like that. Okay, so now you're going to take double purple bands and place it vertically on these 2 pegs, like that. So push that down. Now you're going to take double blue bands, and we're going to close the head off, so we're going to place it diagonally on these 2 pegs, like that. Now you're going to take double purple and place it vertically on these 2 pegs, and you're going to take double blue and place it diagonally on these 2 pegs, like that. Okay, so now you're going to take 2 blue bands again, and we're going to go vertically on these 2 pegs, like that. Now you're going to take double blue again, and you're going to go from this peg over to this peg, so from the center over to the right. And you're going to take double blue bands again, and this time you're going to place it from the center over to the left, like that. Now you're going to take double purple bands and go once down the right and left side of your loom, like that, and like that. Now you're going to take double blue bands and go vertically on the center, and you're going to take 2 blue bands and go vertically on the 2 center pegs. So you're going to place it like that. Now you're going to take double blue bands again and go once on the right and once on the left, so like that. And now you're going to place it on the left, so like that. Okay, so now you're going to take double blue bands again and go once down the middle, like that. Now you're going to take double blue bands again and go once down the right and left side of your loom, so like that. and taking double bands again on the left, like that. Okay, so now you're going to take double purple bands and go once down the middle, like that. And you're going to take double purple bands again and go once down the right, like that. And you're going to take double blue bands and go once down the left, like that. Okay, so now I'm just going to add on the arms. So take double blue bands and place it vertically on these two pegs on the right, like that. Now purple, take two purple bands and go vertically on these two pegs on the left, like that. Okay, so now we're going to add the eyes. So take one single black band and wrap it around this right peg 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to do the same thing over on this left peg. So take a single black band, wrap it around this peg 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like that. And now we're gonna place the horns. So for this, you can either use like white, or you can use like the tannish color from the mixed skin tones pack. So either one works, but I'll be using white. So take double bands and go vertically on these two pegs on the right. And I'm using white, by the way. Now take double bands again and go vertically on these two pegs on the left using white bands, like that. Now take one single white band and wrap it around this peg 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Take another single white band and wrap it around this peg 3 times as well. So 1, 2, and 3. Push that down. Now we're gonna come back to the arms. So take one single blue band and wrap it around this peg 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. 3. Like that. Take one single purple band and wrap it around this left peg 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. 3. Okay. And now we're just going to place the horizontal bands. Okay, so now we're going to be placing the horizontal bands. So take one single blue band and we're going to place it on these 3 pegs. So it should form a triangle shape. Push that down. Now take a single purple band and place it on these 3 pegs. So I'm going to be alternating from blue to purple, and yeah. Okay, so now, right here, take a single blue band and place it on these 3 pegs. So it should form a triangle shape. Now, take a single purple band, place it on these 3 pegs. And now, place a single blue band and you should place it on these 3 pegs. But as we're placing it on this, instead of placing it on this peg, we're going to go around that peg, like that. So you should have something like that. Now we're just going to place cap bands right here. So take a single purple band and wrap it around this peg 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. 3. Like that. Take a single blue band and wrap it around this peg 3 times as well. 1, 2, and 3. Like that. So you should have something like this on your loom. So before we start the actual hooking process, we're just going to hook the horns, eyes, arms, and yeah. Okay, so first of all, stick your hook inside this peg, push back the cap band, circle around to the right, grab the 2 bands and place them on the peg directly below that peg, so on this peg. Now, do the same thing on the left. Push back the cap band. Let me try that again. Push back the cap band. Circle around to the right. Grab the 2 bottom bands and hook them to the peg directly below it. So this peg right here, like that. Now we're gonna do the eyes. So you can just grab as many layers as you can, and if you have a plastic hook, you can just grab 1 layer at a time, like this. It really does not matter as long as you get all 4 layers up and over the peg. And if you have a metal tipped hook, you can try and get all 4 layers at a time, or you can just do whatever you want. So yeah. Now, moving on to the arms, we're gonna do the same thing like what we did for the horns. So stick your hook inside the peg, push back the cap band, circle around to the right, grab the bottom 2 bands and hook them to the peg directly below it, like that. Do the same thing on the left. Push back the cap band, circle over to the right, grab the bottom 2 bands and place them on the peg below that, and push that down. Now we're gonna actually hook the body. Okay, so now on this right peg, push back the cap band. Push back the cap band, grab the bottom 2 bands, hook them forward, and you're just going to do that all the way up. So push back all the bands, grab the 2 bottom bands, hook them forward, push back the bands, grab the 2 bottom bands, hook them forward, push back the bands, grab the 2 bottom bands and hook them forward. And on this peg, push back all the bands, grab the 2 bottom bands and hook them over to the center peg, like that. And now we're gonna come back down here, and on this center peg you should have no cap bands, so just grab the 2 bands and hook them forward, and you're just gonna go inside all the bands, grab the bottom 2 bands, hook them forward, grab the bottom 2 bands and hook them forward. Now push that down. Okay, so now we're going to come back down to this left peg. So push back the cap band, grab the bottom 2 bands and hook them forward. And on this peg, just push back all the bands, grab the very bottom 2 bands, hook them forward. And on this peg, push back all the bands, grab the very bottom 2 bands and hook them forward. And again on this peg, push back all the bands, grab the very bottom 2 bands, hook them forward. And on this peg, push back all the bands, grab the very bottom 2 bands and hook them over to the center. So if you're not done with that yet, you can just pause the video to catch up or whatever you have to do. So now what we're going to do, on this center peg, we're going to push back all the bands, grab the very bottom 2 bands, hook them forward. And on the center peg, we're going to just grab the top 2 bands, and they should go over to the left peg, and you can push that down. Come back over to the center peg, grab the top 2 bands and hook them forward like that, and just come back to the center peg again and just grab the remaining 2 bands and hook them to the right. And I apologize for the weird lighting. I think I already apologized, but I'm just apologizing again. And okay, so now on this peg here on the right, push back all the bands, grab the very bottom 2 bands and hook them forward. Push back all the bands, grab the very bottom 2 bands, hook them forward. And on this peg, push back all the bands, grab the very bottom 2 bands and hook them forward. Hook them over to the center peg. Okay, so just hook them over to the center peg. Now on this peg here, you're gonna just grab the very bottom 2 bands, hook them forward, grab the very bottom 2 bands, hook them forward. And on this left peg over here, you're gonna push back all the bands, grab the very bottom 2 bands, hook them forward, push back all the bands, grab the very bottom 2 bands, hook them forward, and on this peg, push back all the bands, grab the very bottom 2 bands, and hook them over to the center. So we're almost done, so all we gotta do is just hook these last 2 bands right here. So just push back all the bands, grab the very bottom 2 bands, and hook them forward. And we're done! Okay, so now all you gotta do is stay on the outside of your bands, grab the bottom 2 bands, hook them up and over the peg, grab these 2 bands here that are still on the peg, and give it a tug, but don't pull too hard, you might pop the bands. But rainbow loom bands don't pop as easily as non-rainbow loom bands, but you know. So I'm gonna take this off the loom off camera because I don't really want this video to be really long, and yeah, so you're just gonna take it off like a regular charm. So yeah. Okay, so I'm back, everybody, and this is what my little Sully charm looks like. And I'm just going to like stretch his face out a little bit so everything evens out, and you can pull him and give him some little tugs, stuff like that, so you can even out his body, and you can just fix whatever needs to be fixed easily just by pulling random spots and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm just going to pull the legs a couple times, and the face, and the horns. Okay, so there you have it. Your very own Sully charm, but if you want to hide these these bands right here, all you gotta do is just stick your hook in any random spot and stick your hook out through the side or wherever. Grab the 2 bands with your hook like that, and pull those 2 bands through the head like that, and you can just fix it like that. Okay, so that's basically what the charm looks like and everything. So I'm just gonna give a shout out to the creator of this charm, and her username is _RainbowLoom_22 over on Instagram. So go give her a follow, and you guys can go give me a follow. My username is recommended by me, and yeah. And this is just another one I made here. So if you guys enjoyed making this Sully charm, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and also be sure to go subscribe to my channel down below, because it really helps me out, and you'll also be notified whenever I upload new videos. So yeah. And once again, the creator of this cute little baby Sully charm was _RainbowLoom_22 on Instagram. So yeah, that's basically it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!